So I have a question for you guys, or it's more of a statement. Why is sales so easy? And most people are gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about, Lewis?" Um, yeah, I wanted to make a quick video now. Most people are like, "Oh, who is this guy? Sales guru, whatever the case is." I'm not gonna ask you for anything or buy anything or anything along those lines. I am a very successful salesperson and do pretty well. And so I wanted to make this video not only to give you a little bit of value, but also give you a little bit of a breakdown of how I do my sales process, right? And I think in today's age, a lot of young people need to get into sales. It is the most important skill you can ever get. If you want to talk to the ladies, helps out. If you want to, persuade people your way, right? If you're having hostile conversations, whatever the case is, negotiations, sales has a huge impact on your ability to do so well. Sales is pretty much the key to, I think, life. A quick side story. I went to Colombia. I was in the middle of nowhere, and there was a lady that knew how to sell so well. I was like, holy smokes, I'm gonna give you money just because of it. I don't need your product, but I learned so much from you. And that's in the middle of nowhere, Colombia. Like I was in the woods, like no one were around, right? Because they understand that sales is the most important thing to get your way and to not only get your way, but also make friendships, make relationships, continue the bond, right? So from here, I wanted to give you guys a quick, simple framework. If it helps you guys, it helps you guys. If you want, guys, have any input on my framework, feel free to let me know. What my framework is, it's quite simple, right? I started in sales and there was not a lot of training. When with the company I first started with, they just threw me into the lines. Then second day I was making calls. I was like, man, I just got out of college. I don't even know what I'm doing. And the first call I made, I closed the deal. First very call. It was a record. And so the, what I realized from my life and from my time with my friends and everything along those lines, I developed the skill how to sell, but I never put it into a sales industry. And I realized that, and I kind of built out my own little quick framework for me to use in the sales environment for my team members to use, my employees to use, to make it simple, right? I don't like overcomplicating anything. So my framework is I need to get goals, right? I need to understand what they're trying to do, right? It could be a service, could be a product sale, whatever it is. I need to understand what they're trying to do, first and foremost, right? And it's as simple as a question of, hey, what are you trying to do, right? Simple as that. Then from there, I want to know when they're trying to do that by, right? Because it's important. Because, right, if you ask me, hey, what are your goals? I'll be like, dude, I want to become a billionaire, right? Quite simple thing to say, right? I want to become a billionaire. That's a goal. That's something I dream about. People have those, right? Now, most people don't have actions on those, right? Then the second question, right, after you get their goals down, is by when? What's the time frame? And then it gets their brain going, hey, I got to tie this stuff down. I need to make this stuff serious, right? These goals are goals and they're going to be met because I put a time frame to it, right? That's what happens in the prospect's mind. So they give you a time frame. Hey, 2 to 3 years. Cool. Now, let me ask you this, Joe Schmo. What would stop you from getting to that goal? Because from what it sounds like is you already know your goals, you already know everything. What exactly would be the one thing that holds you back from getting that? Boom. They're gonna say, hey, I don't have the capital to continue growing. Whatever the thing is, doesn't matter, right? From there, you go, okay, let's connect the dots, right? Now, I'm oversimplifying this because it's simple, quick video, right? But you go deep into the goals, the milestones, the challenges. I just want to give you guys an example. And then from there, you go, great, okay. So let me understand this right. Like the challenges, it's going to stop you from getting your goals, right? And you talk really highly of it, right? Great. What would that do for you if you do get those goals? And what happens if you don't get those goals? Oh, now you got some emotion behind it. Great. Okay, awesome. Now that I understand everything in regards to, hey, what your goals, desires are, your challenges, you know, I genuinely think we have a solution for you. Now, I don't want to move forward with anything or anything along those lines, but if we're able to overcome your challenge, get you your goal, and not have to feel that pain that we found out, would it make sense to you to move forward with the solution? Yeah. Okay, great. Do you want me to share this solution with you, or this product, or this service, or whatever the case is? Yeah. Okay, boom. You give them a pitch. Awesome. Right. So that's just my simple call framework. Now, I do have an objection handling framework, and I can definitely share that with another video, but I wanted to create my simple, call framework. And most people are like, that's way too simple. Hey, but it worked. You can't argue with numbers, right? And so that's a little bit of what I do. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I have no problem, engaging with you guys on what works, what doesn't work. Hey, there's no silver bullet in sales. So it's always like a trial and error situation. Like I tell people, I'm like, hey, I might be good at doing XYZ, but it might not be good for you, right? So it's kind of like a work in progress. So I just want to share that with you. I hope it's value to you, and I'll be making a couple more of these videos coming shortly.